What's up, guys? Welcome to whatever I'm gonna call this Dallas Cowboys review podcast. Today we're gonna be going over the Bengals at Cowboys Week 14, I think it was, game. Obviously a lot to take in. Um, Disappointment for us for a number of reasons. Obviously, DeMarvion Overshown injured ACL, MCL, PCL. Out for at least until the middle of next season, is what they said. He'll start next year on the physically unable to perform list. 5-8. Where do we go from here? The obvious solution is to tank for whoever you want. Ashton GT, Travis Hunter, Shitter, Sanders, whatever you want. It's probably too late for that. 5 wins isn't going to get you a superstar, most likely. Assuming we don't win the rest of the year, we will be on the fringes of the top 10, most likely. Um, Maybe wait until next year. Draft Arch Manning, maybe. Depends on, or I guess 2 years. But for the people who said Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott, it's just not true at all. Those fourth downs at the end, Dak would have hit CeeDee Lamb wide open. Dak would have hit Kevontae Turpin wide open. If Dak plays, we probably win that game, to be honest. Um, yeah. Um, Assuming we end this season, I think we take one game at least. I think so. Either 5-12 or 6-11. Do we fire Mike McCarthy? It's a hard question because obviously this year riddled with injuries, and most last game or 2 games ago against Washington, we had our top 5 highest players out and we still won. So is it Mike McCarthy's fault? Probably. Mostly Jerry Jones' fault. Haven't won anything since 1996. We're coming up on 30 years. That would be at the end of next year, I think. Um, I've always been a guy that says don't tank. Don't tank. Your goal as a coach and as an owner is always win football games and any sport, really. Win games. And that's your job. That's what you get paid to do. That's what fans want to see. Doesn't matter how bad you are. Um, it's always nice to see a win. And it's good for locker room morale if you win with all these injuries. Um, Amani Oruwariye. I don't want to say he's the sole reason why we lost this game, but he's pretty much the reason why we lost this game. Obviously, you can't say that if the Cowboys get that block punt, you can't say that the Cowboys score or they make a field goal guaranteed, but more than likely we would have. That game either goes to overtime or Cowboys win in regulation. But there were a lot of chances to win that game, or to have a better position to win that game. Drop balls, bad throws, penalties, sacks, um, and we got lucky with a non-call on the sack against Burrow. That should have been called. A player that did stand out, though, Rico Dowdle. He's looking very good behind the practice squad offensive line, if you can even call it that. But I think they said during the broadcast that we had one reserve offensive lineman left when I think it was Tyler Tyler Smith that got injured. But a bright spot, Brock Hoffman. I think his PFF grade was like 84.1 or something like that. It, and on the Micah Parsons thing, storming off the field, you get in your emotions after a big loss like that, because that's a winner go home game. Um, and to be that close to winning, it's frustrating because he was our best player according to PFF, and I know PFF isn't always the most accurate source, but he played his heart out. Um, and for the people who are saying that Michael Parsons isn't good, the defense was atrocious before he came back. While he was injured, it was terrible, awful against the Eagles in games before that. It was terrible. So you can't really blame him for that. Got the Panthers on Sunday. Um, we're underdogs by 1 point. I'll be interested to see how that goes. It's just disappointing. Stupid mistakes. That's how Cowboys lose games. And I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life. That's probably the worst loss that's been our fault. Worst loss that's been our fault because we've had some terrible, terrible losses, and some of them were out of our hands. Bad calls, bad nip and tuck plays, if you will. But I mean, it's like Little League. Don't touch the ball after a punt, or don't touch the ball when they're punting. And it's awful, terrible, especially during finals week, keeping me up like that. But yeah, looking forward to the rest of the season, we got what do we got? We got the Panthers, Buccaneers, Eagles, Commanders. We I'm sure we'll win one of those games. I'm sure we'll win one of those games. Rico Dowdle looked great. If we can continue running the football like that, maybe we'll see some of Trey Lance. To be honest, if we do see Trey Lance, I'll take that as us tanking. Because if you can't win the backup spot over Cooper Rush, I get that he's been in in the offense for as long as Dak has, pretty much. But if you can't win that backup spot, then against the Panthers, 12 o'clock, they're 3-10. They have looked better this week against the Eagles, I want to say, and then last week against the Chiefs, whenever they played them. They have looked competent. Bryce Young has looked competent and more confident. So if they can ESPN has us winning 52.9% chance. Chuba Hubbard looks good. Come on, man. And then Sunday night, December 22nd against Tampa Bay. We're going to lose that game most likely. Um, so we're genuinely gonna finish 5-12, 6-10, or 6-11 maybe. I don't know. But technically, the Cowboys can still make the playoffs. Just gotta win out and have a couple things happen. Can make the wild card. We're sitting at 13th right now, behind the Saints. 17 Washington's only 3 games ahead of us, and we have the tiebreaker. So who knows? The Cowboys could go on a run and win the Super Bowl with Cooper Rush. Honestly, that's probably gonna happen. Um, don't at me. But yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest real quick. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See y'all later.